Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shay for you all that do not know, and today I wanted to come in and I wanted to talk about something that I seen where I hear a lot of people talking about you're not stuck, but I'm not sure if I agree like completely, because in a sense some people are stuck in a situation. Like, you can't just, like, if you're in a marriage and you want to get out of the marriage, like, you can't just automatically leave. Like, you probably have like kids or a house or like money or things like tied in where you can't just leave. Or you might have a job where you've invested a lot of time and you're being strategic about how you leave. Or you can't just start a business right away and it just start making money. There are so many situations where you are literally stuck in that situation. And I feel like some people, when they watch that and they hear a person saying like you're not stuck, it can kind of make them feel like you're dismissing like how they're feeling. And I'm not saying that what you're saying is wrong, but it's just the way a person can take it. Yeah, you might be stuck in your situation, but in reality, it's more like a mental thing. Like, your situation might be stagnant if you never do anything. There are ways for you not to feel stagnant in a situation so that you can get unstuck. But in reality, you're stuck in that situation until something better comes along. You have to figure out how to make that situation work, regardless of if somebody's telling you that you're not stuck. You are. You just have to figure out how to make that situation work and move along so you can get to the next situation. And so when I think about that and I think about like, how do I normally like move things along and like not feel stuck? So I'm just gonna like tell you like 5 things that I feel like you can do. The first thing that I always do, like when I feel like things are being stagnant, and I'm about to be in this situation for a while, and I just want this situation to move forward and be prepared for it a little bit later, is one of the first things is, number one, is I remove stagnant energy. And a lot of times removing stagnant energy could mean like physical things. It could be emotional things, it could be mental things that you just need to like get rid of, like maybe like some old clothes or some old furniture or some things that a person might have gave you like in your life a while ago. It could mean anything. It could mean like thoughts that you used to do. It can mean like habits, like old forming habits that you've basically move away from. It's like, take a person that drinks or smokes all the time, right? They might do it to cope with life, but because you're doing it and you're not like removing that habit from your life is becoming stagnant, because it creates an energy. Like, smoking and drinking can sometimes be ritualistic, and a lot of rituals can cause like an energy, whether it's a good habit or a bad habit or whatever the case may be. That energy is like, it's stagnant and it needs to move away. Something about this situation needs to change, whether it's how many times a day you do it or like how strong it is that you do it. Like, say you always drinking hard liquor and you go down to like beer or wine, or if you smoke every single day and you decide that you're only going to smoke on weekends or whatever. Something about that situation is changing. Like, that energy is going to change, no matter like what you switch up. Like, if you just move something along, that energy will start to shift. The second thing that I do is I close open loops. And it don't even have to be nothing major. Like, it could be something so small, something that takes you like 10-15 minutes, but because that thing is like in your brain and it will not go away until you like finish it up and do it, you're gonna keep on like staying in the same spot. So say like you want to buy a house, right? And God is like, no, he's not gonna bless you with a house because you won't do the things that you need to do in the current place that you are, like an apartment. Like, you're not even calling the people. Like, it don't cost you no money to call the people to come and fix the little small things in your apartment. You can't even do that, but you want a house that you're gonna be having to pay for. You're gonna have to be paying for that plumber. You're gonna have to be paying for that electrician. You're gonna have to pay for that landscaper. So, but you can't even do those small things. So just close some of those loops up, and you'll see like the next thing will eventually come, and the situation won't be so stagnant. Even though you're stuck in this situation, it won't stay stagnant where you can't get to the next level. So the third thing is to do admin work. So sometimes I already know, because I've already experienced this, like when you are like dealing with a situation that you do not want to be in, and it's like causing you a lot of like negative emotions, like the last thing you're gonna want to do is like that administration part of your life, that's helping keep your life flowing. But once you are a little bit better, then you're gonna realize like so many things have piled up on you, and now that you have a different life, you're gonna notice those things start to come back. It kind of goes hand in hand with those open loops, but if you do the administration work and do the admin work more frequently in your life, you'll find that none of these open loops will happen in the first place. So like simple thing like your emails, like you have 60,000 emails. I had 60,000 emails. This is about me. I had 60,000 emails, and I missed so many opportunities because my emails was I had so many emails, and I like, be for real, I'm not gonna look at all that stuff, but I did take some time and go through it, and I was able to like close some of those loops by doing admin work more frequently. I've been trying to do this thing where I do it once a week, where I go over my admin work of whatever I need to do. Make sure that I'm checking my emails. I'm making sure that I am making phone calls, that I am mailing stuff off, that I am going to do those type of errands where you just do not want to go to, whether it's the DMV or something that has to do with like your title, just anything that's like boring that you want to do, don't want to do, that has to do with like a lot of paperwork. If you do that once a week, you'll see like a lot of those loops that I talked about earlier won't happen in the first place. And I understand that can sound easy to somebody that is not like dealing with all the negative emotions of being stuck, but if you just start with these steps, it'll be easier for you, I promise, because I've dealt with it before. So the fourth thing that I'm gonna say is just like focus on improving one thing that the person that you are in the future will be happy about. I remember when when I was trying to stop like bad habits, and I would go out or something, or I might have like a bottle of wine, and then like present me would say, okay, let me look out. Let me make sure that I'm looking out for future me. So I would like do like little stuff where I'll like pour the wine or pour the liquor down the drain. I've never had like a problem with anything or whatever, but I'm just saying like me trying to cut out bad habits. That's it. Where I will pour it down the drain, because if One thing about liquor is I'm not somebody that needs it in my life. So if it's not in my house, I don't care. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not worried about it. It's out of sight, out of mind. But if it's in my house, I'm gonna make an excuse to drink it. Like if I come back from work and I had a hard day, I'm gonna make me something. If I'm happy and I want to celebrate, I'm gonna make me something. I'm gonna make any excuse. If I decide that if I want to cook something nice tonight, or if I want to clean, I'm like, okay, I need to make me something. And it's just like those simple things will cause me like to do something that I'm not even like worried about at the end of the day. And like, so I will find myself where I would get rid of it. And then when it's time for me to want it, like if I like actually want it, later on, where I just want to like hang out or do something, and I'm like, damn, past me, fuck future me over. Sorry if like the camera is a little off or whatever, like my camera died. So anyways, I'm back. So yeah, I used to feel like I would mess my future self up, but really in reality I was really helping like my future self. And it don't necessarily have to be like habits that you stop. That was just an example that I used, but it could be something where you just pick one thing like that make future you happy. Like, so say you really want to write a book, and you just haven't got a chance to do it yet, and you just really want to get it done. You can just set aside some time to just write, not come up with ideas, not do anything. Just set aside the time. Because when I was trying to like write a book, I try to do a lot of things, but when I was trying to like write a book, I used to like go to the library so that I wouldn't have any excuse to like do things around my house. I would specifically go to the library and set the timer for an hour, and whatever I wrote down is what I wrote down. Whatever ideas I came up with is what I came up with. And after that hour was up, then I would leave. Like and then every day I would focus on just go there for an hour. I'm not worried about the goal, whatever it is. It's just about proving something to myself and to be able to do something that my future self can have, and that my future self can be able to reap the benefits from, whether it's finished or not. Because I never finished the book, but every time I go back and I read it, I feel so happy and I feel so proud of myself, because that's something that I created, and at any point in time I could pick it up again, and just start fresh with it. It wasn't a waste of time. It was something that I did for me to prove that like I can actually be a writer, because like I love stories. So just pick what it is, whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's if you want to become a YouTuber, just pick up your phone and just hit record and just start talking. Is it That's it. If you want to go to school, you just pick what it is that you want to do and you go talk to somebody. It's like a very simple task. It literally could be, oh, I decided that I wanted to go back to school. Let me call and schedule an appointment with a counselor so I can see like what the steps will be as for me. Because if you look online, of course you're gonna do research, and you look online, they're going to give you generic steps, but you might have already went to school, or you might have already had a degree, or whatever the case may be. What is the next step for you? And the fifth thing is, I would say, to follow the energy that's available to you. And when I say the energy that's available to you, I mean like, what do you feel like doing? I know a lot of people be like, oh, you can't always do what you feel like doing because you're never gonna get nowhere. What? You can do what you feel like doing. You can follow the energy that's available to you. If you feel like you want to go and you want to be outside, there is nothing wrong with getting cute, going outside, getting you a nice drink and going to run your errands because that's what you feel like doing. But make sure you're doing something, you're doing a productive thing, because there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with, I don't feel like going nowhere today. I don't feel like doing anything, but I have enough energy to grab my laptop and lay in my bed and to work on my admin stuff. There's nothing wrong with, oh, I want to do this. I want to be a YouTuber and I don't have enough energy to work on ideas or to edit or to do any of that stuff. But I have enough energy to go look and listen to music to put into my videos while I take my walk. It's just so many things that you can do um, to help yourself out. And I say follow that energy, because me personally, if I don't feel like doing something, I'm not doing it, because it's just gonna look like I have ass did it any fucking ways. Sorry. I be trying not to cuss in my videos, but sometimes it's just, it be slipping at. But all in all, as for this video, if you feel like you have something special you do to like help your energy move along, as far as like not being stagnant, you can definitely put it down below and then we'll talk about it. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.